What if I told you that the true crown of greatness is not talent, not luck, not privilege, but discipline? What if I told you that the men and women who rise above the rest are not the strongest, not the fastest, not the most gifted, but simply the ones who choose discipline when everyone else chooses comfort? You might argue, no, talent is what makes winners, opportunity is what makes leaders, luck is what makes legends. But I would tell you this: talent without discipline rots. Opportunity without discipline vanishes. Luck without discipline is wasted. Discipline is the foundation that carries all greatness. Without it, nothing stands. There was once a young man named Callan who believed he was destined for greatness because people told him he was talented. He had a sharp mind, a quick wit, and a gift that others admired. But talent made him arrogant, and arrogance made him lazy. When he tried to build, he quit too soon. When he started something new, he lost interest when it became difficult. He thought talent alone would carry him, but time proved him wrong. Failure followed him at every turn, until one night, sitting in silence, he muttered bitterly, "Why? Why give me talent if you only plan for me to waste it? Why give me potential if you intend for me to fail? Why place dreams in me if they are only meant to die?" And in the stillness, he imagined a voice answering him. It was not gentle. It was stern, commanding, unyielding. Because potential is nothing without discipline. Talent is not a guarantee. It is a responsibility. You keep asking why you fail, but failure is not proof you are cursed. It is proof that you have not yet embraced discipline. You dream of wearing a crown, but crowns are not given to the gifted. They are earned by the disciplined. Do you not see? Greatness is not built in the moment you shine, but in the hours you grind when no one is watching. Callan clenched his jaw and whispered back, "But discipline is so hard. Every time I try, I lose strength. Every time I commit, I fall short. Why does it feel impossible to stay consistent?" And the voice thundered, "Because discipline is the war you must fight with yourself. It is not meant to be easy. It is meant to break your weakness until only strength remains. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you must become. If you refuse to walk it, you will stay small forever. But if you cross it, you will rise beyond even your own imagination." From that night, Callan began to live differently. He no longer relied on talent. He no longer waited for motivation. Instead, he told himself every morning, "Do not wait for the mood. Do not wait for inspiration. Do the work, because the work itself will make you who you are." He rose earlier than before. He worked when he did not feel like it. He trained when he was tired. He studied when he was bored. And slowly, something shifted inside him. His habits hardened. His focus sharpened. His resolve deepened. But life, as always, tested him. Just as he built momentum, failure struck again. Just as he grew consistent, temptation whispered in his ear. His friends mocked him, saying, "Why work so hard when you can enjoy life now? Why sacrifice when you may never succeed anyway?" Even his own family begged him, "Stop pushing yourself so much. Be normal. Live simply." But Callan, though his heart ached from their words, answered with fire in his voice, "If I settle now, I will bury my crown forever. Better to suffer for discipline than to rot in comfort." Years passed, and what discipline planted, success began to harvest. The young man who had once wasted talent was now known not for his gift, but for his persistence. The work others refused to do became the foundation of his empire. The sacrifices others avoided became the fuel of his rise. People who once mocked him now whispered his name with respect. But destiny never leaves steel half-forged. When Callan finally built something great, temptation struck harder than ever. Wealth tried to distract him. Praise tried to soften him. Comfort tried to seduce him. But Callan, remembering the voice in the silence, whispered to himself, "Discipline is my crown. If I lose it, I lose everything. And when younger men came to him, asking how he had risen from failure to greatness, he did not tell them about his talent. He told them about his discipline. You think success is about being gifted, he said. But talent is everywhere, and talent is wasted every day. The difference between the forgotten and the remembered is discipline. Discipline when it's boring. Discipline when it hurts. Discipline when it feels pointless. Discipline when no one claps. That is the price of greatness. And that is why I wear the crown. By the end of his life, Callan was remembered not as the most talented, but as the most relentless. His story was not about natural gifts, but about the strength to keep showing up. His scars were not from battles with others, but from wars with himself. His crown was not placed on his head by fate, but forged by discipline. And in his final days, when asked his greatest lesson, he smiled and said, "Discipline built me. Discipline carried me. Discipline crowned me. That is why I stand." So what if I told you that your dreams will not be achieved by wishing, by waiting, or by talent alone? What if I told you that discipline, the quiet, relentless, unglamorous discipline, is the only crown that will never fall? What if I told you that every excuse you make is a thief stealing your crown? One day, you will look back, and it will not be talent or luck you think. It will be discipline, the crown of greatness you built within yourself.